The origins of Freemasonry, one of the world's oldest and most mysterious fraternal organizations, are shrouded in myth, legend, and historical speculation. Here's a narrative that explores its beginnings. The roots of Freemasonry can be traced back to the medieval stonemason guilds of Europe. During the Middle Ages, these guilds were composed of skilled craftsmen who built the cathedrals, castles, and other grand structures that defined the era. These masons not only possessed exceptional skill in their craft, but also a deep understanding of geometry and architecture, which were crucial for the construction of these magnificent edifices. As these guilds evolved, they began to establish a system of apprenticeships to pass on their knowledge and maintain the high standards of their trade. This system involved a hierarchical structure with three main levels: apprentice, fellowcraft, and master mason. To ensure that only qualified individuals could claim to be members of the guild, they developed secret signs, grips, and passwords. The stonemason guild's meetings were often held in lodges, temporary structures built near the construction sites. These lodges became places not only for discussing work-related matters, but also for social and educational gatherings. Over time, these lodges began to take on a more symbolic and speculative nature, particularly as the demand for grand building projects declined and the actual need for operative stonemasons decreased. By the late 16th and early 17th centuries, a significant transformation occurred. Individuals who were not operative stonemasons, including gentlemen, scholars, and other learned men, began to be accepted into these lodges. This shift marked a transition from operative to speculative Freemasonry. These new members brought with them a diverse array of knowledge and interests, including philosophy, science, and the arts, which enriched the meetings and expanded the intellectual scope of the organization. The formal establishment of modern Freemasonry is often attributed to the founding of the Grand Lodge of England in 1717. On June 24th of that year, 4 London lodges came together at the Goose and Gridiron Tavern in St. Paul's Churchyard and formed what is now known as the premier Grand Lodge of England. This event marked the beginning of Freemasonry as a structured and codified institution. The new Grand Lodge sought to unify the various lodges and standardize Masonic practices. They adopted constitutions and rituals that emphasized moral and ethical teachings, brotherhood, and the pursuit of knowledge. The symbolic use of stonemasonry tools and practices continued to play a central role, serving as metaphors for personal and spiritual development. Freemasonry rapidly spread across Europe and eventually to the Americas and other parts of the world. Each country developed its own Grand Lodge, and the fraternity's principles of liberty, equality, and fraternity resonated with many, particularly during times of social and political upheaval. Throughout its history, Freemasonry has often been associated with influential figures and events. Many prominent leaders, intellectuals, and revolutionaries have been members, and Masonic lodges have sometimes played significant roles in societal and political changes. However, the organization's secretive nature has also led to suspicion, controversy, and numerous conspiracy theories. Despite the mysteries and myths surrounding Freemasonry, at its core it remains a fraternity dedicated to the principles of brotherly love, relief, and truth. Its rich history, filled with symbolism and tradition, continues to attract members from all walks of life, united in their quest for moral and intellectual improvement. This narrative encapsulates the evolution of Freemasonry from medieval stonemason guilds to the structured, speculative fraternity known today, highlighting its enduring legacy and influence.